Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Times of Ummah. Today's first news update is coming from Amarat Islami Afghanistan, where Afghan Taliban said if United States forces still not withdraw before post-May deadline, we will be compelled to continue our jihad and armed struggle against foreign troops to liberate our country. Dear viewers, the Taliban has here clearly threatened that they will resume the hostilities against foreign troops in Afghanistan if they stay beyond post-May deadline. The Taliban's warning comes after Biden's statement came in which he said it will be hard to withdraw the lost troops by the post-May deadline, which was agreed with Washington last year. He also added that it's not my intention to stay there for a long time. We will leave, but the question is when we leave. When a reporter asked him, will the United States troops still be in Afghanistan next year? He said, I can't picture that being the case. Dear viewers, it is the top time whether the United States pull out its forces or leave it in Afghanistan. Both are going against the sovereignty of United States because United States has not achieved its destination despite 20 years of deadliest war. Because United States invaded Afghanistan to clear the country from Al-Qaeda and replaced Amarat Islami with an American puppet government. But they completely failed and made the Taliban more stronger than they were in the past. And politically they introduced the Taliban to the whole world as the greatest leader on the earth and removed its name of terrorists. So as a whole, America has stuck in a harsh situation. Today's second news update is coming from Myanmar, where Myanmar's protests are still continued, which caused at least 328 people killed, including children, and more than 3,000 others have been arrested. The protests are still continuing despite harsh violence have been seen from military. On Saturday, only dozens of civilians, including children, were reportedly killed across Myanmar, and it was a bloodiest day since 1st February military coup. According to Myanmar's Now News website, at least 91 civilians were killed across the whole country by military. Al Jazeera reporter said, we are also seeing a lot of images of people with terrible wounds, a lot of them bullet wounded to head, some still alive, others clearly dead, as the army has cracked down all over the country with absolute force. Dear viewers, but here I must tell you that the military earlier warned that if protesters continuing protests, they can be shot in the head and the back as well. Today's third news update is coming from Bangladesh, where Bangladesh government has deployed border guards after deadly demonstrations started against the 2 days visit of Indian Prime Minister to Bangladesh to participate on its Independence Day, but unexpectedly Modi faced huge disrespect from thousands of Bangladeshis across the country. The protesters said, we will never want a leader like Modi to attend our Independence Day because he is a Hindu nationalist which killed thousands of Muslims. They said Modi passed some anti-Muslim laws in India. The protests caused 5 people dead and dozens wounded. The police used tear gas and rubber bullets to disperse the protests, and they caused huge casualties. Dear viewers, that was a tough visit for Modi because protesters made his historic insult. They took their shoes in their hands and welcomed Modi with their shoes. Dear viewers, if you want top news of each day, please subscribe Times of Ummah.